Welcome to A Dash of PaNash, a journey with my friends and family to explore this unique cuisine called EuroSoul. What is EuroSoul, you ask? Well, it is a fusion of Mediterranean, Caribbean, and soul food flavors. Now, doesn't that sound delicious? Well, come and join me as we look into this very unique cuisine. Welcome to the Dash of PaNash show. I'm your host, Annette, and on this episode, I am here with my friend, and of course the guest for today, Kalila.
Yes.
Welcome, Kalila, to the show.
Welcome. Thank you for having me today.
All right, no worries. So today we're going to be talking about everything natural. Excited to have Kalila here to really talk about, because we're like sistren, we're from the same, place in Jamaica, and it's so great to have her as my guest. So, Kalila, tell us a little bit about you,
Well, my name is Kalila Rose. I'm a recording artist, a roots reggae recording artist. I am also a teacher and educator, currently in the New York City school system. And I'm also an advocate for healthy eating and just nutrition and wellness and fitness.
Oh, wow. Great. So, we can't ignore that fabulous hair of yours.
Oh, thank you.
And, it's dreadlocks. So are you a true Rastafarian?
I would say I am. I am Rasta. When I was 12 years old, that's when I got the premonition or the calling to be a Rasta. That Rastafari is the name of a king that was born in Ethiopia. Ras means head. Tafari means creator. His name is Tafari Makonnen, otherwise known as Haile Selassie. As a Rasta, you have embraced that Haile Selassie is a significant figure. Some may call him a Messiah. Some refer to him as the Christ in his kingly character. And with that comes a culture. A big part of the culture is healthy eating. A big part of it is how you dress. How you wear your locks, wearing hair, all of these, just even your mannerisms. It's not just worshiping, it's a whole culture, whole way of life.
That's correct. And I remember, growing up in Jamaica, when the whole Rastafarian movement was going on when I was young, but it was one of those things though that was shunned. Like, I remember my mom saying like, oh, stay away from those Rastafarians, like that stuff. But, it's always been good, positive vibe.
Yeah.
Whenever I come across a Rastafarian, and they always look so healthy to me, right? And so, tell me about the whole vegan thing with Rastafarian.
Okay, well, Rastafari is a mansion. There are many mansions, houses, and it came out of Nyabingi. In Nyabingi, it has a structure. It teaches you how you're supposed to be as a Rasta. One of the things is the eating. In the Nyabingi believes that you're not supposed to eat anything of the flesh or anything that comes from an animal.
Oh, that's right.
But even though we do have Rastas who eat different, because it broke off, and then we have Rastas that eat meat, that eat chicken, that eat whatever they want, and eat fish. And but I'm of the trad, as we call it, or the house that learned how to eat it vegan lifestyle. So that's
great. I mean, that's fantastic, because our show today is, as we said, everything natural, and so we are really going to be making vegan. Wow. It's going to be all vegan that you're going to be helping.
So I can eat. That's something that's hard for me, because a lot of restaurants sometimes do not serve meat. But I've been to PaNash a few times, and have had options. There are some options there for me.
Great. So we're going to be talking about some of those vegan options that we have at PaNash. we're going to start off with our eggplant caviar. And when we plate it, you will be able to see why we call it eggplant caviar.
Sounds nice.
All vegan, as our appetizer. And then we're going to do our Moroccan coconut stew.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Yes. So, of course, we use it with a coconut base. So I'm very excited to have you here. And as you guys, as I told you guys before, this is a show where we are trying to also educate.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's about cooking, but it's also about educating about our culture.
Yes.
And so I'm just excited to have you here today.
Yeah,
So,
and it makes me think about education, a group I started. I'm a part of, and in the community, Black Resource Network, and I started a smaller subgroup called Black Vegan Tribe.
Wow.
And it's a small group, but right now we have a little bit over 200 members, but we have active members, and we share recipes, we share experiences, we talk about organic, what does that mean, non-genetically modified, or genetically modified, what does that mean, and so forth. So it's very important to keep trying to do better, especially with how you want to eat and
That's
eating clean.
correct. Absolutely. And of course, as you know, in our community, that's the reason why PaNash, introduced such healthy and uplifting. That's actually our motto, our vision is to provide healthy and uplifting experience, dining and eating experience. Because our community, suffer from a lot of diseases.
Yes.
That's linked to the food that we eat.
And that's something that the Rasta man has been preaching. I wouldn't say preaching because I don't like the word preach,
Right.
but it's something that they have been trying to educate our people about, knowing that if you eat certain things and it can cause healthy repercussions for your system.
That's right.
If you cook with certain oils, certain fats.
That's correct.
Even as a vegan, the assumption is that you can eat a lot of potatoes and bread when that's not good for you.
Right.
So we have taken it a step further, and we learn about alkaline eating, which is Dr. Sebi, who has brought the understanding of there's a list of foods that our body has to stay alkaline in order to fight diseases and illnesses. And once you partake in these alkaline foods, which are all vegan, you are doing such a justice to yourself and the community.
Wow, so phenomenal. Of course, you see why I brought my sister here on this episode, full of great information about vegan and how to eat healthy, and this is what it's all about. So today's episode, as we said, everything natural. So let's get cooking. Welcome back. So we're here ready to make our appetizer for today. As we said, our eggplant caviar, and my son and chef, which will be helping us and showing us how to make this eggplant caviar, Kimani Runcie. All right.
So with the eggplant caviar, you want to start off by frying your plantains. So what we did, we pretty much just cut up our plantains into 3 little sections, or however many pieces you want. We're gonna start off by just putting the pan on here.
And are those ripe plantains or green plantains?
They're green plantains.
Very good. That's right. So thank God. So we have Kalila that's here with us, of course, gonna help us cook.
Yes.
So excited. All
and
right?
eat.
And to eat, right? She's looking forward to the eating. Yes.
Yeah.
And so I know you know about the green plantains, right?
Yeah, I tried to make it yesterday. I always try because it's a part of Jamaican culture.
Yes.
So I made some yesterday, but I'm looking forward to seeing how Kimani is going to prepare it.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
All right, we start off with the pan, get it hot, and then we
Okay, so
add some olive oil so that can get hot as well.
okay, pan get very hot and stuff. So
And you don't want you want to make sure the oil is hot before you put anything in, or else whatever you're putting in will absorb the oil and it'll just be too oily and it won't be good to eat.
all right, so while that is heating up, what is going to be our next step with the
So we
eggplant
have
caviar?
to we have to spoon out all the pretty much guts of the eggplant.
Okay,
So yeah, so Mom, if you would.
okay, sure.
So this eggplant now, this is
It's a roasted eggplant.
okay.
That I season with some salt and pepper and just cover with some foil and put in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes so it can get nice and soft.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it'll be manageable for us to.
Yeah. So basically, you gotta get the eggplant, and
I'm actually growing eggplant. I'm starting a garden.
okay.
Yeah, something that I struggle with, so I just keep trying to do it, and I'm growing eggplant.
Oh,
actually.
okay. So if you did not grow it, where do you shop for your fruit?
Most of the time, I shop at Fairway, any local market that has organic produce, or even Stop and Shop or any local supermarket may have it. But the small shops, we need to fight to get more organic produce in those kind of places,
Right.
and so forth.
I mean, I think everybody know about the Trader Joe's, right? And those kind of places.
Yeah,
that
Trader
have a lot of
Joe's.
healthy,
Like Whole
healthy
Foods
options,
and
Whole
stuff,
Foods.
yeah.
But a lot of the mom and pop little corner places are now doing a lot of vegan.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of vegetables and
And they offer a lot of
healthy.
variety of things that you wouldn't really be exposed
Yes,
to.
I found Boro plantains. Dr. Sabi, he recommends that the best banana is Boro banana, which are the little miniature small bananas. And he believes that he says that those are like the ancient banana after it's been changed through the
Okay.
years.
Before,
Yeah.
they
They did all their,
genetically
yeah. So I actually found Boro plantain yesterday. Yeah, and I used that to make something similar to what you're making.
Okay.
How was it?
It was good. My daughter liked it, so she's a very picky
All
eater.
right,
So.
it looks like it is about hot. Check it out.
Yeah, it's about hot. You see that? You see
Yep,
how
the oil
it
is-
moves?
Okay, great.
It's like water. It's like. So we're gonna.
You could smell the oil
Yeah,
now.
you can smell it. One. So now we're gonna place our.
And one sure way to know if it's hot enough is when it sizzles when it goes into the pot, right? Hear the sizzling. Wow, I can hear the sizzling up there.
I
Right.
noticed how you sliced it. You just cut the plantain in three thirds. Yeah.
and 3 equal parts, cause 3 equal parts, so you could, they could cook properly and evenly.
How did you learn to make this?
I learned how to make it just by, by working here and just looking on other Jamaican chefs and how they work and how they do things, and just looking on them and just trying to gain, some
That's
inspiration and stuff like that.
Because
Did
trust
you
me,
teach
they don't
him?
they don't teach you that in Johnson and Wales.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
but it's important that we as we say is that it's culture. So for him to know the cultural food has always been important. So we always try to teach him. Let me show you how to do this Caribbean stuff. All right, so here we go. So
Thank you.
We're gonna have Kalila help us with
I just
frying
keep turning
and
it, right?
Keep turning
Okay.
those plantains while
I got this, I think.
we do this eggplant, right? Okay. All right. So what else?
Now we're on to the eggplant.
Right.
So now we have our roasted eggplant in the food processor. And now we're gonna throw in some of our scallions,
Okay. Okay.
our garlic, our seasoning, for the eggplant caviar, which is like thyme, coriander, cumin, some garlic powder, onion powder, and thyme in here.
And we love to use like fresh thyme. We actually,
Fresh thyme.
yes,
We actually got this fresh and dried it ourselves.
That's right.
So it could last longer for all the stuff that we need to do. So we're just gonna
add some more love thyme. We won't put.
When we go back and forth to Jamaica, we usually bring thyme up too, like,
Right.
you know, and
and sugar cane.
yeah.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
that's his
That's
favorite.
my favorite.
Yeah, cane.
Sugar
That's
cane,
nice.
right, yes.
I could
Okay.
survive on that.
And ackee, you like ackee?
I don't really like it.
Okay.
Jerk pork? Yeah, that.
We throw it into the.
So yeah, we have everything in here in the food processor, and we're just gonna run that for a little bit. You just want to make sure everything is incorporated into the eggplant.
That's right. Okay. Here we go. If you want to turn that down a bit, you can turn it down.
I
over
did
here.
turn it down. Maybe I
Okay,
didn't turn
great.
it down
Yes,
enough.
You did, yes.
Yeah.
All right, we're cooking. Wow. Woo-hoo.
I don't know. Do you usually fry like this on the edges?
Yeah, you want to make sure every
part is getting
good.
browned. Okay.
They do this for like everything, even the steak. You'll see them put it on.
Put
the
it
side.
on the edge.
And of course, this is
Okay.
like the traditional old school way, but like in a kitchen, like in a commercial kitchen, we just dip it in our fryer,
Deep
bum, 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 or deep fryer. Really
Oh,
quick.
and then you, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, 1, 2, 3. Because again, you were just really getting the color right now.
Okay, because it goes
Okay.
back for the fry.
That's correct.
So, Chef Kimani, you got to tell me when it's ready.
Yeah, it's going good right now. You want to get some little more color on some of the sides. You see,
I noticed
all
that
that
side.
color.
Mhm.
That is what we call a Maillard reaction.
Oh.
There's
what do you
actually
call
like a name for it, for when you're cooking certain like foods and stuff. That browning effect is called a Maillard reaction. So it's
Oh.
pretty much the sugars are getting dissolved.
Oh, and
To
it
give it the
caramelizes,
Yes, so they're
kind
pretty much getting caramelized.
of. Okay. Plantain is like a big staple food in a vegan diet. Plantain is something that I just love plantain.
Right.
Yeah.
And, ripe plantain, green plantain.
You-
So when we thought about doing the eggplant caviar, we really wanted to, do something, as I said, totally vegan. So instead of putting it on bread, like
Yes.
you were saying,
Yeah,
that causes so much more.
That's
in
so
calories,
smart, yeah.
We use the plantain.
This
So-
is smart. I kind of made mine yesterday with guacamole.
right.
It was different, but it's not traditional, but it was
Okay,
pretty
so when we get the eggplant all blended up, we basically have it already here. And then why don't we go ahead and
smash
the
these looking
plantains? I
ready
think
to
they're all
smash.
ready to smash
They're
up.
nice and
So this is the real yardie style, right?
It's the real, right? Real yardie style. In doing, we use our green,
So you do the
banana.
first one and show me how to do
yeah. I'll
that.
show you.
So we have the banana
So we have banana
leaf
leaf.
that we
Uh-huh.
use to crush it.
Have half. We split it in like half,
Mm-hmm.
and then you want to cover it, and then 2 hands, smash it.
Oh, you can almost hear it pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta roll those.
Yeah.
They're cooking? Okay.
And you take this and put
Put it back.
back.
Oh. Got
You just
you.
do that for all the others. How about you do that?
Okay.
Just smash it. Yeah.
Was that okay?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Almost before.
It's
not as perfect as yours. All right, one more try.
Inside, the outside is still brown, but the inside is.
I never bought banana, so they sell banana leaf in the supermarkets.
Yes, they do. A lot of the deli, like the Spanish delis, have them.
Okay.
Okay, and basically, after you're done with that, this is how it will come out. Basically, after you smoothing, you put it back in here, then it looks like this. All right, so then once we have that done, here you go, and we have the eggplant from the RoboCoop.
Yeah, that's
And
mixed
that's
in
all
with
done?
all the scallions, the thyme, all that flavor is nice and in here.
Okay, so then now all we need is to basically
Top.
ready to plate. That simple.
Such precision.
Right? It's all about plating. So we plate on, the way we plate it in PaNash is we put it on the actual banana leaf, you know. And
Oh,
yes,
okay.
we put it on the banana leaf so that that authentic feel, yeah,
Like you're in
comes
an
out.
island, just sitting on the beach with a pina colada.
And in Jamaica, we call this garden egg. They're the eggplant as opposed
Yes,
to.
yes, as
In-
opposed to that.
In America, it's eggplant, and in Jamaica, it's garden egg.
Okay, so that's how we do our eggplant caviar. So we're here with Chef Kimani, and we're about to make what? Our
Moroccan vegan stew.
That's correct. That is correct. So, you know, and of course, won't be remiss, but
Yeah.
here's my sister over here. Jamila will also be helping us with cooking this vegan stew. So tell us what's in this vegan stew.
All right, so we have a pot boiling with water right here, about like 2 cups, around that. And then we have our pumpkin, onion, carrots, potatoes, eggplant, coconut cream, garlic,
Yep,
thyme,
got it,
chickpeas,
got it.
and our seasoning, which is mixed with turmeric, ground ginger, coriander, cumin, black pepper, and it's
That's right. Our special Moroccan seasoning.
yeah.
That's right.
So we have our water boiling in here, and what we're gonna start off is by adding the coconut cream as like, you know, a base.
That's correct for the stew. Absolutely. Gotta start with any stew. You gotta start with your base, and of course, this being vegan, we must start with what? Coconut cream.
Yes,
you
and
know.
which is alkaline.
That's right.
I'm looking at the ingredients here. You know, Dr. Sebi's alkaline diet is really big amongst vegans right now, and I see it's good. Chickpeas are a big staple in an alkaline
That's
diet.
right, that's
and
right.
also the pumpkin and onions and the coconut.
That's right. That's right.
This meal is going to provide a lot of nutrients and keep the acid. It doesn't have as much acidic ingredients.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's right. And so, Kalila, just tell them a little bit about, you know, the whole idea of the coconut cream.
The
Or
coconut
milk.
cream.
I know it's
yeah.
very popular right now, but we Caribbean and especially
Yes, we
Jamaican
grew
folks
up.
have always used coconut milk, coconut
Oil.
cream,
Everything.
coconut oil in a lot of our
Yes.
cooking because it's really healthy.
It's very healthy for you. I mean, it's high in electrolytes and so forth. But the coconut, we use it in rice. We use a dry coconut. We grater it, blend it, and use the milk.
That's right.
The water is high in electrolytes.
Right,
and it's a lot of the fat that's good for you.
That's
and
right.
yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. I had to teach my son about that, you know, Caribbean stuff. You know,
that's good. You did a wonderful.
about
Don't
the
teach that in culinary school.
They don't teach that
Yeah.
in culinary school. That's right. All right. So, okay, son, we are here to assist you. So let us know what you need.
Alright, so now the coconut cream has like melted and it's joined the water. let's
Normally,
add-
how long do you take to cook? How long should the coconut milk cook in the water? In
Around,
minutes.
Like 5 to 10.
Yeah.
It takes a little while. Yeah.
Yeah, the key thing, as you were saying, was that the water has to be really boiling hot.
A rolling boil.
Smells good already.
I smell the coconut. Yes, I smell it. All right, so you get that going, you get that good coconut blended in there, and then
it's all melted out already. Yeah.
All right.
So now we add the pumpkin.
Okay. All right, the pumpkin is next.
Just pour it in?
Yeah. And the carrots.
And the carrots.
So what this does is gives it a little bit of color. Because you know, in the pumpkin and carrots, there's like that orange color. So as that is like steeped into like with the coconut milk and the water, it starts to like join.
That's right, that's right, that's right. So you notice we put the pumpkin, as he said, and the carrots in first, because not only are they the heartier,
and they take longer to cook.
They take longer to cook, but they also, we want them to kind of blend out, so it gives that nice color and base into the stew. Right, absolutely, absolutely.
This is this would be one of my go-to meals have changed. Like this would have been one of my go-to meals because I always used to like to make a lot of stews, red pea stew, gungo pea stew, and this would be
stew peas, right?
Stew peas, yeah, just without the meat.
That's right.
Without the red meat, I would just put in more vegetables.
We call that ital stew.
Yeah, ital stew.
Ital is vital.
Ital is vital. That's right. All right. So what else we gotta put in? We put in there. So we kind of like wait until it kind of start to kind of thicken up a little bit, like a stew consistency. That, and then we start to put in the rest of the ingredients. So what do we have?
Now we put in the potatoes. Add that in.
You want the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put the water. And the onions. And the garlic.
This is garlic here.
Yeah.
So you want to put it in there?
Crushed garlic.
Yes, fresh crushed garlic. And garlic is a big.
It's big
in the Caribbean, right? And it's so full with like what, antioxidants? Because that's the big thing right now, right?
Antioxidants.
Oh my God! And it's filled with like helping with your digestive system. So with garlic and ginger, all of those are very good for the digestive system and filled with antioxidants.
Now that the potatoes have boiled a little bit and all those flavors are gonna, we want to add the seasoning and the thyme.
Okay. Right.
So this is a part where like it stews. It's like all comes down and like starts reducing and starts getting all the flavor. Because when things start to boil, that's when it starts to reduce. And when things reduce, that means like the water's being evaporated out. So it's getting more flavor.
That's right. That's right. And it's getting thicker and stuff. So like when we do, like even when we do our stews, right, back home, we leave a lot of the seasonings to the last, because we don't want it to evaporate.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah. So we put the potatoes and all of that in, as my son said, and now we're ready. We're ready to put in.
You said the spices.
Some
yeah.
The spices.
The thyme.
Okay. All right. So this is the spices.
That's the Moroccan blend.
That's
Moroccan. Want to waft.
All right.
And some of the thyme.
Exactly.
Thyme is also a big ingredient in Jamaican dishes, right?
That's right. That is right.
So it's kind of infusing. I noticed this. You're like blending cultures.
That's correct. That's where the EuroSoul, comes in. It's the fusion of the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, and the soul food. So all of these, you have different entities being thrown all together into this stew. Yes. And we love, as you just say, Caribbeans love to cook with thyme. All right. Oh my God, it looks so good. Ooh, it smells good.
Yeah, it smells great.
Yes.
Smell that garlic, smell that turmeric.
Yes.
Coconut.
Thyme, coconut.
All right, and you just keep watching the pot. You leave it all there, and so what else is going on? What else do we need to do, Chef?
So pretty much the last steps is adding the chickpeas and the eggplant. And then after you add that, you pretty much just cover it and let it stew for like a good, like, I'll say 20 to 30 minutes. So it could thicken and...
I wish you could smell this right now. It smells, it's good.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision. Okay,
smells
and so
great.
the last two ingredients is really the chickpeas, of course, and the eggplant because
And the
what?
garden egg.
Because they're pretty much, I mean, they're already kind of soft and already...
That's
so
right.
You don't really want to overcook them
That's
or like
right.
make them pretty much just mush.
It'll mash up, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
You don't
yes.
want it to be...
Yep, absolutely,
We
absolutely.
add this in lastly.
Chickpeas, there we go.
Chickpeas can make so, like I use chickpeas a lot. I'm into sandwiches now.
Right, right.
I make a lot of falafel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
yes,
I grind the
yes.
chickpeas, and chickpeas can be used. I make hummus.
Right, right.
A lot of vegan dishes. Chickpeas can do so much.
That's right. Chickpeas is a great, we use that a lot here at PaNash. We use chickpeas we do our own hummus.
Yeah, yeah.
We do
I've had that. It's very
house-made
good.
hummus here. And so we use that a lot too. So yes, you are right.
My brother, he's like fully alkaline. He makes it he uses it to make porridge.
That's right.
With Irish moss. Yeah,
Chickpea porridge?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he does. I've never had it, but I heard it's good. And
have
he
you
mixes
seen
the
it?
Irish moss in there.
And have you seen the chickpea pastas that they have now?
I've had that.
we
I've
actually
used that.
use one of our new recipes. We're trying to use the chickpea.
The
in
chickpea.
the pasta.
Yes,
And it tastes very good.
I've used that, but I normally use spelt flour, which is the ancient grain of wheat. It works just like wheat, because some flours don't work like wheat, like rice flour. And the spelt flour it's digestible. If you have wheat allergies, you can use it.
Wow,
So yeah, I recommend you try using spelt flour too.
All
It's really
right.
good.
Wow, that's definitely. So as you can see, it's everything natural that we have here. So what we are waiting for this.
Yeah, you want it to stew so all the flavors could like pretty much meet each other and go,
Right.
make a good dish.
That's right. So you're saying about we just leave it there to stew down?
Yeah, we just leave it there to stew down for like 15 to like 30 minutes, I would say.
Okay.
And for it to thicken and get all the nice and flavors in there. Perfect.
All right. And basically, when it's after the 30 minutes, this is what it would look like.
Yes. Have this nice thick texture.
Nice. And what would you eat this with?
Usually you eat this, most people eat this with our EuroSoul rice, which is a rice that we actually make out of pumpkin, some other things like scallions, and some raisins.
Or you can do plain rice. You can just do regular
Right,
white
rice.
rice. A lot of the wheat options as you just talked
Yep.
about instead of rice.
Quinoa.
Couscous, quinoa.
Yeah.
You can put it over a bed of that, and of course some vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so today we're going to be serving our stew with our EuroSoul rice and on a bed of our PaNash veggie medley. So we are basically done with our entree. And that was quick, right?
Yeah.
That's right, quick and easy. We are ready to eat my son's fabulous creation today. Okay, so what do we have here to eat, chef?
So we have the Eggplant Caviar and the Moroccan vegan stew.
All right, yes. Can't wait to dig in. So
Yes.
before we dig in, we're gonna top this all off with our EuroSoul lemonade. Right? We're gonna top it off with our EuroSoul lemonade, which is basically made up of lemons. We have cucumber in here, some soda water, some mint syrup, and of course, mint. So that's the whole EuroSoul right there. All right? So here's to living with a dash of PaNash. All right, so let's dig in here.